It's a new month, and that means it's time for me to sit down and plan and prepare for the month ahead. In 2026, I'm really trying to keep up with this planning routine just at the beginning of a new month so I can actually sit down, journal, and kind of reflect on how the past month has been, and then kind of set some new intentions and overall just get organized for the month ahead. I've got my journal, my daily planner, and my iPad because my Google Calendar and Notion planner are both on here. Of course, we've also got multiple pens and highlighters. I'm actually going to start with my journal. One of my resolutions for 2026 is to journal more consistently, and I want to get back into the routine and habit of writing out some monthly reflections. I usually just find my journal prompts on Pinterest and get a lot of inspiration from there. I just wrote out all my journal prompts. I will insert a video so you can pause and screenshot if you want. And now that I've taken some time to reflect and kind of check in with myself, set some intentions for the new month, it is time to get into planning for this new month. First things first, I have my Google Calendar because that is where I keep all of my important deadlines, and if I have any uni assignments, appointments, meetings, that kind of thing, I just like to also write them down in my physical planner. Here we have an empty month, so I'm going to fill it out with all of my deadlines and that kind of thing. I'm all done updating the monthly view in my physical planner, and I also took a little bit of time to write out some content ideas for the month of February. I usually plan my content mostly on Notion. I have like this big content planner on there that I really like, but to be honest, I feel like I'm very flexible with my YouTube schedule in the sense that sometimes if I'd planned on filming a certain video this week, but it turns out I'm too busy, I'll just like rearrange a few things. But I do love to have a list of ideas that I can just always refer to, so got that done, and that's pretty much the bulk of my monthly planning. Now I'm going to get into my weekly spread and just plan out my week. Specifically planning things like meals and workouts, I feel like it's always easier for me to book that in advance, specifically when I'm booking workout classes, because then it will actually hold me accountable. I know Friday I am grabbing some coffee after my workout class with friends, so I can write that down. Last but certainly not least, I also have this small section in my planner where there's a little bit of room for notes, and I really like to separate that into priorities and goals for the week. Priorities is just for me to write down any important reminders. So let's say I have a midterm next week, I would put that in my priorities to start studying for it soon. And then for goals, I usually like to write up to 3 small goals that I want to focus on that week. It could just be drink more water or finish a book, and that pretty much sums up how I plan and prepare for a new month. In total, I would say this maybe takes me about 20 to maximum 30 minutes, and it really does set me up for success. So now I'm feeling ready to take on a new month.